Today I'm going to count down the top 5 must-know strumming patterns. Hey everybody, welcome back. My name's Alex. If you're new to the channel, please remember to hit the subscribe button. It will really help us out. So today we're going to talk about strumming patterns. In my 25-ish years of playing professionally and teaching guitar full-time, I realized there's a small handful of strumming patterns that are used in about 98% of all songs. There might be small variations within these, and we'll go over a couple of those. I put together a PDF of all of this stuff, and the link is in the description. You guys can download it for free. At the end, I'll show you some right hand technique tips and tricks. I'm going to show you the most common beginner mistakes I see with my students, and talk about the best ways to practice these patterns. To the strums! Sometimes we accent beat 2, down, down. We do a hard spank on beat 2. Sometimes we'll play bass note chord instead of just chord. Instead of that, we might just play bass note, then the chord, then the down ups. Gives it a little more country kind of feel. So on this one, we're going to do down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. But every other down, we're going to do a mute. So down, up, mute, up. And the chunk is really, we're going to use the side of our hand right here. When we strum, we're going to use the side of this hand to touch the guitar strings first, then drag the pick. It's almost like a chopping strum. You really want the sound chick. Chick, chick, chick. All right, so if your song's in 3/4 time, there's really only one default strumming pattern, and that's this. Down, down, up, down, up. A lot of times we do the same bass note on beat 1 or low strings, and then down, up on the higher strings. Okay, so this next one, I don't really have a good name for it. Some people call it the Wonderwall strum. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down. really common to switch back and forth between chords in the middle of this pattern. So say you have C for 2 beats and A minor for 2 beats. What we do is the 2 long downs on the C and the up, up, down, down on the A minor. So that would sound like this. Or the Wonderwall verse. Okay, there's a lot of variations on this one. I put 3 in the PDF you can download below. The first one is adding a quick down up at the end of that pattern. Down, down, up, up, down, 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 up. Now a little down up leads into the next chord. You can do 2 eighth note downs at the beginning instead of 2 quarter notes. Down, 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 up, up, down, down. You could even do down, up, down, up, down at the beginning. Down, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, up, up, down, down. And you can try mixing those together. Normally when you play a song like this, the main pattern is just a little skeleton, and we kind of subconsciously throw in all of these variations just to make it feel more organic. So practice switching back and forth between these little variations. So in the end, you know, when you're listening to a song like Wonderwall or whatever, you might hear him play all of these different things in various combinations. It's time for the #1 must-know strumming pattern. People call it all kinds of random things. Another teacher I know calls it the calypso strum. I started calling it the mother strum because it's the mother of all strums. That's kind of like the default pattern. If you don't know what to play on a song, this is always going to sound good no matter what. So the pattern is down, down, up, up, down, up. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. Okay? Down, down, up, down, up. So I'm just going to play some measures of G. Try strumming along slow. Okay, let's try a little faster. Now let's try going from G to E minor, 1 measure each. 1, 2, here we go. You can also add that little bass chord thing at the beginning where you hit low strings, high strings, or maybe even just bass note chord. Okay, so some tricks to keep in mind. Keep your pick flat up and down. You don't want it pointed down towards the ground or up towards your face. Keep it flat, parallel to the plane of the floor. Also keep your wrist flat. You don't want it out away from the guitar like this. You want it like this. Don't hold the pick too tightly, otherwise you get something that sounds like this. Garbage. Hear how it kind of catches on those strings? Not cool. Even if you're playing loud, your hand and wrist and pick grip needs to be a little bit relaxed. Last, but maybe most importantly, we don't want to strum from our wrist like this. Not cool. We actually want to strum from back here at our elbow like this. Keep your wrist relaxed but straight. And keep your strum from about here to here. You don't want to be flying way off the guitar like this, even if you're playing loud. You don't want to be really tight in here either. A nice, relaxed, wide swing. When you're first starting out on these strumming patterns, pick one chord and just hang on that chord forever. Just keep looping it over and over and over and over and over. You have to play these so many times you can have a conversation with somebody, think about what the rest of the band is doing. You need to have this right hand on autopilot. It's kind of just like breathing or something. Especially if you're singing, because you can't think about this while you're thinking about all the lyrics in the next verse and, oh no, what was the first lyric of the bridge or whatever. Step 2, take 2 chords and go back and forth, G to E minor, like I showed you, or C to A minor. Once everything's feeling good, slowly work your way up to harder songs or different chord progressions. Most importantly though, is have some fun. Don't get discouraged. It's gonna take some time, and that's okay. All right, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you guys have better names for these? Please tell me. Hopefully this was helpful. If you're getting some good out of these videos, please hit subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.